Hello, this is Nearly Logical, and welcome to a brand new Let's Play of the game Gnomoria. Felt like this was a natural progression after our playthrough of RimWorld, which will be on hiatus until some more content is released, or until I find a very good mod that makes me feel the need to show it off to you guys. Because I feel like we've done everything in that game. But anyway, let's jump right in. So we're going to start a new game. Let's get a good, kingdom name. The Thunderous Harvest. Uh, Guile Kingdom, Cobra-like Menace, Panskill, Land of Gorges, the Void Kingdom. That doesn't sound ominous. And let's go into Advanced. I turn off Mance because they tend to be a pain. They're based on the amount of food you have. I'm also going to lower the kingdom size to small, just in case, because I'm running all this recording software, and it makes things a little bit interesting when we play the game. So I'm going to cut here, and we'll get back when the map is done generating. Welcome back, and let's take a quick look around our area to see where our gnomes are going to be living. Ooh, blue. What is this, anyway? Lapis Lazuli. I'm a little bit... It's been a while since I played this game, so I'm not up to speed on everything, but, Lapis Lazuli could be good. This area is a bit small, but I'm pretty sure... how do I want to do this? I'm trying to figure out where I'd like to build my walls. I think we're just going to have to build a wall here. And actually, that should be all we need. So that'll actually have a pretty secure kingdom if we just kind of build across here and down here. So we can do that pretty easily. So the first thing I'm going to want to do is start queuing up some jobs for miners. So I have no clue how to use that, but I do know how to go into this menu and do dig. Dig a hole. So what I'm going to do, not a hole, dig, mine, wall. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to dig kind of a shaft in here like this, because this will be the entranceway to our place. And the next thing we're going to want to do is go to terrain and go remove ramps, because we don't want any of these ramps. They can cause some issues. It just helps improve our defenses to have removed all the ramps from this area. So we will do that, because now we don't have to worry about anyone coming from up above. And I'll just get rid of these ramps as well. And these ramps, because I can. And then let's get rid of some ramps over here. I don't know how much of this will actually be used, but better safe than sorry, I guess. Okay, so that should take care of all of that. I do probably want to cancel this job because they'll probably get themselves trapped in there and it won't be good at all. There you go. Go away. Okay. So that's that. Next thing I'm going to want to do is go to agriculture, and we're going to want to forage up some plants here right in front of our little place, and that'll be great. And the next thing we will want to do is start we'll want to start a farm, because we're going to need a lot of wheat in order to build out our infrastructure, because we need it for both making beds, which is important, as well as feeding our animals. And then finally, what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to create an area for our animals to go in. And that is with pasture. And we'll put it a little bit close to there, but not quite. And we'll want to put in some yaks. So we can have a bunch of yaks in there. It's pretty good. Pasture animals can be 3. That's great. And so we'll close that, and then we will start time a little bit and see how these people go about doing it. It's first going to save and repause it for some reason. But now they will get started in dealing with all of these commands I've queued up for them. Now I am going to want to forage these that were missed here. And the other thing I'm going to want to do while these people are working is actually replace floor with dirt. I want dirt clumps. And this is just to get rid of this clay that's on the surface. Clay is a useful thing, but it's not, you can't like grow crops on it or, anything like that. So you kind of want to get rid of it as quickly as possible, because eventually what'll end up happening is you'll make stuff to sell out of it. But until then, you kind of want to get that going. The next thing I'm going to want to do is agriculture, fell trees, because we're going to need some wood to get this started, and I will just clear cut that. And then let us designate an area, a stockpile over here, and I will want to put in wood here for now. It's the only thing we need, because luckily, our bark area is inside of basically our main fortress, so that'll be pretty easy for us to deal with. As these guys get rid of more of that, train, dig, let's mine some more walls. Trying to think of how I want to go about this. This can go straight through here, but then they have a chance of falling in the water, and that is never good. So what I'm actually thinking I'm going to do is I'm going to go up like this. This will be more fortifiable later once we finally get fortifications. So there'll be a nice little bend here, and then they'll go in, and so that'll help a bit. And I knew something like that would happen. So what I want to do is have someone build. Actually, let us have someone mine this wall right here. Actually, we don't need both of them. We just need one. Because this guy is kind of stuck in here, and he will stay stuck in here until the end of time, / he dies if I don't get rid of that. Which is not what I really wanted, but it's not too bad either. I'm hoping that they hit some stone soon so we can make a crude workbench. Normally I would dig down for this, but as you can see, there is some stone right here, and I'm hoping that we run into it soon. Otherwise, I'm just going to hook a direction, and it will eventually get done at some point. Okay, so for now, we're pretty much... I like that. We just mine wall. We stopped just short of having the stuff we needed, so I'm actually going to dig. I like 3x3 tunnels. I think they look nice, so I'll dig down like this, and this will be the start of our wonderful little place. As you notice, they have their own little light sources, so unlike our other favorite game, we don't really have to worry about putting light in for them to not be happy about. But as we dig down deeper into the ground, eventually places that don't have light will spawn monsters, and that's not exactly what we want. We would prefer to be monsterless. So okay, let's speed this up because we're now doing a little bit of 0 deaths, food, drink. That seems good to me. They're planting the wheat, and that is fine. Someone will feed those yaks. What I would like to do is eventually get all that stuff mined out so that we can, work on a little bit more of stuff, I guess is what I'm looking for. I would also really like them to remove more ramps. Start like here. That'll be good. And that'll help with that'll help later. So let's see, who do we have? We have a bunch of idle people. Builders aren't building. It's really hard at this point. There's not a lot that they can do. I don't know if we need to have more. We can't make more miners because I think they need picks. Or maybe that's Dwarf Fortress. I can't remember these things. It all gets confused in my head after a little bit. But these guys are going to get started pretty quickly, it looks like. So that just taught me something that was important to know. I need to remove all of these ramps as well, because unfortunately those are accessible from outside. And these two as well. Is there any other ramps? It doesn't look like it. Because what I don't want to do is come down here and have, monsters getting into my base through a little bit of an issue. So what I'm going to want is to mine wall, because these guys are stuck there. We'll mine that. Okay, and then we will get rid of that final ramp pretty easily. So remove ramp. That will get rid of that. Okay, so now that we have that, we can actually take our time down, And what I'm going to want to do is I'm going to want to build a workshop, and I'm going to want to build a crude workshop. I'm just going to toss this thing outside because, frankly, I don't care. And the next thing I'm going to want to do is I'm going to want to build furniture, straw bed, any straw build. We're going to want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That'll give them all a bed, and that was what I was hoping to avoid. But then I will designate an area, and that area will be a dormitory. And bam, there we go. Now they're just going to sleep there. It won't make them happy, but they'll get a better night's sleep, and that'll be useful for us all. So that'll be good. What you don't want is for them to sleep on the ground, because that isn't a particularly useful thing. Now that we have this, what we can do is go up and try to build the next level of thing. The next level of workshop. And so what I think we want is a stone cutter, which will let us cut stones into let us cut up stones and wall into blocks, which we can then use to build. And also what I want to do is I want to designate an area, and that area is going to be a stockpile, and I'm going to put it right here. And in this stockpile, we are going to store raw stone only. And then in this stockpile over here, we are going to store our stone blocks. Okay. So that should be good. This should have queued up some stuff, hopefully. Otherwise, I don't know what's going on, but that's okay. Craft ingredients. Automatically craft any missing ingredients. So, okay, that'll get that started. Hopefully, that will get this thing building. I guess it won't. So let's do, we need a chair, craft ingredients, craft chair, craft workbench, craft chisel. Okay. There we go. I'm wondering why it's not. I swear that there's a thing that'll let it so that it'll automatically craft anything that we need, which I would find very useful because I don't want to manually have to designate it. Oh well, I'll look for that later. It used to exist. I don't know if it was buggy and they removed it, or if it just happened to be that way. So we're getting started. We already, are accumulating some nice stone. This thing will get its job done pretty quickly. And then what we'll probably do is we'll create some walls here, and we'll leave, just one entrance area so that, at least if we're going to get attacked, we can funnel our people through there. So let's rotate this. You can rotate the camera with the angle, with the angle brackets, so I can kind of see around and make sure that there are no leftover ramps. I always end up forgetting a ramp or two, and then I'll have like this great defensive area with all these guys guarding it, and then the goblins will just walk down the hill and kill me. So that's always hilarious. So they're pulling out all that stone. I wonder if there's some prioritization issues going on. But whatever. Maybe the guy who's going to make the planks is asleep. That's totally legitimate. As you can see, the people who were sleeping in these beds will wake up quicker and be more rested than, say, this guy who just fell asleep on the floor. The other thing is you can store a significant number of stones, on top of each other. So, it's kind of useful to have just kind of that stone thing. Whereas you can't store logs; they need to be put into a what is this called? A bin or something to that end. So that'll be useful. Oh, and we already have coal. Oh, that is amazing. So that's just going to be awesome. So I might actually start building rooms pretty soon. Once we get this wall up, we'll get started on that. But we'll also want to do stuff like get the rest of the stuff, a sawmill up and running, so we can build some more so we can build planks easier, and some other stuff, but we'll get on to that. Sawmill. Any bench. Let us do that. Okay, that is pretty interesting. They used to all look basically exactly the same. Now they all have a little bit different. Crude workbench. Okay, so we're gonna have to queue that as well, but that's okay. We'll get this stuff up and running eventually. Maybe we need another crude workbench or something. But he's kind of, doing his job, getting his stuff done. Building a plank, building a workbench. Maybe I do. Yeah. Hmm. Let's see here. When I go build workshop and then carpenter. Nope. There's no check buttons. So we'll get that thing done and then strawberry seeds. So I guess the next thing we want to do is start getting some of our food production up and running because I don't want to forget about that. And are those yaks? Why? What happened to our yaks? Why are they running away? Um, Apparently they're in. Oh no, they're in there. I was just confused about the tooltip. Okay, so let's do agriculture. We want a farm. We will make another quite large farm here, and we will grow strawberry there, and that'll be great. And then we'll make a slightly smaller farm over here, and we will grow cotton. And that's useful because cotton will be used in bandages and some other things. Also, frankly, it just keeps my people busy. And that is important at the beginning because you never really want idle people. They're consuming food for no apparent value. Then we're going to cut down all these birch trees because birch is a highly valuable wood, unless they've changed it, which is totally possible. And we would like some. It would be nice. So when our drink gets a little bit low, I'll probably start thinking about building a well or something. But right now we're doing good. We're doing okay. We're building stuff slowly and carefully. Let's see here. Crude workbench, plank, workbench, all kinds of wonderful stuff. So let us mine. We'll mine the wall. We'll take this wall like this. I think what we'll have is we'll have our dormitories on this side, and then we'll have a 3x3 room that's then going to lead downstairs, and downstairs we will have our more permanent kind of fixtures for that is the wrong stairs. That is stairs up. Mine, dig, stairs down. Let's see here. Nope, pause. I don't want that to happen. Anything but that. Let us actually train, mine, wall. Oh no, okay. So let us cancel everything that's going on here. Because I don't want... Okay, so that was not good. What I need to do is I need to deconstruct these stairs first. And then, yeah, okay. Now those stairs are deconstructed. Now I need to train, dig, stairs down. We will go 1, 2, 3. Once we're down, then we could do deconstruct this stairs. And then we can do build. Ah, yes. And we can go deconstruct this stairs first. Or not, I guess. Okay, then we want to build... let's go terrain. Terrain. Come on. Wall. Stone wall. lapis lazuli, build a stone wall there. We'll go up a level, and we will then build a. I know you're all thinking like that is way too much. You don't really need to care that much about it, but I do. You know, these people got to live in a nice place. I think, and we'll just kind of build a thing right there, and we'll put in. Finally, we'll throw in a bit of a stairs up. We'll build that out of stone, and we'll toss it right there. There we go. Everything will be happy now. And we have a stonecutter's workshop, so that means we can start queuing up a wall. And so I'm going to do build, and I like to build my walls out of really fancy stuff. I know it's like absolutely unnecessary to build, you know, block walls out of lapis lazuli like this. It's just excessive. There's no real reason. Move ramp, except for the fact that I enjoy it. And that is all the reason that I need, to be honest. I'm going to cancel that. That will be our entranceway. I will then have it build another terrain, floor, wall, stone wall, block wall. Build a block wall, build it right there. That'll be good. The next thing I want to do is build, I don't really want it there. We could build a block wall like that, and then like that. And maybe we'll sink another door in there later. But that will actually pretty much protect us for the most part. I mean, we do have one entrance, and that is so that migrants and people can get in. But other than that, it'll be pretty much protected. Okay, guys, I think we're going to stop here. I'll put on pause. I think we're going to stop here. This has been a good introductory episode. I hope you enjoy it. I'd like to hear from you. If you think that this is a bad choice, we can always do something else. But so far, you know, I think I like this game a lot, and I think you guys will enjoy it too. So, have a good one, and goodbye.